Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, fuck you!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your impressions video for today. Today, we're taking a look at a game that I think a lot of us expected to be good, but none of us expected to be mind-blowingly amazing. And that is Far Cry 3. Now, if you're going to wait for me to say, do you go out and buy this game, or do you hold off and maybe wait to rent it, or wait for the price to go down, I'm going to tell you right now, and save you a whole lot of time. Go buy this game. Buy it. It is beyond any of my expectations. Being someone who played Far Cry 1 and Far Cry 2, I expected similar results, but this game completely blew all of that out of the water and is a frickin' great game. Are you still here? Alright, good. Now let's talk about why. What does Far Cry 3 do that is so different from Far Cry 1 or Far Cry 2? And to be honest with you, it's just how it implements everything it introduced in the first two Far Cry games and just hones it to almost a perfection. Hones it into such an amazing experience that just makes it awesome. What is Far Cry 3? Well, Far Cry 3 is an open-world first-person shooter that mixes RPG elements in the vein of Skyrim, but not quite like Skyrim, and allows lots of random events to happen, almost like Red Dead Redemption. It is almost just the perfect blend of many different games, creating a very truly unique and truly fun game. The storyline is, in contrast to the game itself, it's very open. The storyline itself, the missions, are extremely narrow. And honestly, I've read a lot of complaints about that, but I love that. And the reason I like it is because it breaks up the gameplay. You have this great open world the entire time. You can do anything you want with lots of side missions, peppered with side missions, and lots of other great things to do. And then you get the story missions for a more focused experience. As you can see, we already have two guys in red. These guys are pirates. Now I'm going to take out my camera. What the camera will allow me to do is mark them. And it has a lightning bolt over them, meaning they're chargers, so they're close quarters combatants. Now, I can just sit here with my sniper rifle and pick one off and kill him off. Or I can play the sneaker route, which is kind of the way I play. And this will be a good way to show off, to start the video up. So I want to take these guys out. These are just two wandering pirates that are probably just out on patrol. You could probably get close and talk to them. So how do I want to take them? Well, one looks like he has a machete. The other one has a gun. The one with the gun is probably going to be a bit more dangerous, though I'm sure they both have guns. Luckily, I have the ability to hurl rocks and just pull their attention away. So that's going to grab their attention. That did not go nearly as far as I wanted it to. That might have. So I'm going to try and run up to the guy with the gun, stab him, and then quickly change over to the guy there. So, since there's only two, I don't have any issues running up. I'm going to stab him. Took a little bit of damage there that I didn't want to, but we can quick heal that up. And we're going to bandage up. Heal up. Looks like we got a few more pirates out in the distance. Just a few. Not that much. So we're going to loot these guys real quick. And then we'll get back to the game. The game proper. Now, I'm going to have a hard time focusing as I describe what this game is about because it is such an open-ended game. The first thing I want to talk about, I think, is the graphics. Now, I'm playing the PC version, obviously, and the Far Cry has always been known to be a game that just pushes system to limits, and it just is an absolute gorgeous game. This game is monstrous. We're going to hit the map button real quick and see how much I've seen. Alright, that's all I have explored. I'm currently over here right now, and that's pretty much all I've explored. Now look, you can see all these little things to do. This game is monstrous. It is extraordinarily detailed. The grass, individual blades of grass, the trees look great. You can see really far in the distance. Now my machine, I'm running an i7 quad-core processor, like the best one you can get right now. 560 GTI graphics card, as well as 16 gigs of RAM. And I can run this thing on very high settings, and I get 40 to 60 frames per second at all times. It runs wonderfully. I'm going to try to take these guys out. We're going to swap over here, just take a dive. And we're going to pick off one of the guy in the rear. I missed. You can hear one yelling. We'll try to pick him off. I can't believe I missed that shot. Oh, I love the animations, too. Alright, we shot him. No problem. Easy. His friend, unfortunately, it could have gone smoother, but I messed up. Loot him up. So, as I was saying, the game is utterly gorgeous. Obviously, way more gorgeous on the PC. If you have the option to play it on the PC, play it on the PC. It is a phenomenal, phenomenal looking game on the computer. Beyond pretty much anything else that you could play right now. It just looks great. The console ports I've seen, comparison videos, they look good. They definitely push the hardware to the limits, but you also have to keep in mind, and there's another one out there. What is he doing? You have to keep in mind that the hardware it's running on is 7 years old. So you are looking at console hardware versus PC hardware that is, you know, you're basically comparing 7-year-old hardware to like top of the line stuff that was made, you know, a year ago, 6 months ago. So it's obviously going to look better on the PC than it does on the consoles, but it looks great on both of them. If you have a choice, like I said, I would say do the consoles, but again, you're not going to lose with either one. Gameplay is excellent. The controls are tight. The shooting feels really good. You're not looking at a realistic shooter, obviously. You're looking at something more along the lines of Call of Duty kind of mechanics. There's no bullet drop. There's very little kickback in a lot of your guns. It's more of an arcadey feel. And that's good and bad. For a game like this, I like it. It allows for tight shooting. You can kind of tackle things your way. And I like the way the gameplay works. I really do. The shooting works just fine for me. Oh, we're going to get attacked by some dingoes, I think. Yeah, we're going to try and fight them off. If we kill off one, we might be able to scare off the others. I don't want to shoot my gun if I don't have to. Alright, we killed 2. And whatever. So there is a wildlife aspect, which we're going to talk about the world momentarily. So the gameplay is great. If you're queasy, look away. We got heavy-duty rucksack we can make. We'll get into the crafting in a second. So the gunplay is great. My biggest gripe with the way this game handles itself is you are introduced as basically this teenage boy who comes out with his friends, or I should say college-age boy, which is probably late teens, early 20s, who comes from a very rich family, obviously, and you come to this exotic island with your friends to kind of have this crazy, like, extreme sports vacation, is how they kind of market it to you. You are not a gun guy at all. You're not at all a fighter. Whoa. You're not a fighter at all. But the minute you get a gun in your hands, you are like an expert marksman. And here we're going to actually see some... Well, we want to make sure we don't get seen here. Alright. We want to make sure they're just going to fight the dogs. Anyway, you're basically, the minute you get the gun in your hands, you're an expert marksman. And, you are just like a force to be reckoned with. I don't like that. If you've you know, I'm more of a kind of like, give me a crappy gun and let my skills become better as I play with experience. But that's not how it goes. So it makes the game very easy early on. I would recommend cranking the difficulty high up because you're not going to have any problems playing this game and killing enemies from the get-go. I would definitely recommend cranking up the difficulty for sure. We're gonna save. Shoot him. He's popping a grenade. I wonder if the grenade is gonna go off. Take him out. Three. I play stealth. And any game I play, I usually play stealth. We're gonna save these guys here. Looks like we did a decent job. Those are probably left over from the dingo attack. Yeah, there's one that died from the dingoes over there. Anyway, so the game's easy. Definitely crank up the difficulty. And we're gonna loot them. He wants to talk. He's probably gonna give me some money. Thank you. You're welcome. Alright, so outside of that, the world is alive. The world is phenomenally alive. It's awesome. There are wildlife everywhere, as you can see, as you saw earlier with dingoes, wildly attacking either civilians or yourself or pirates. They are always on the hunt, and you have to be careful. And a lot of the times you can use that to your advantage. And that's awesome too. You're also going to have tribesmen that are on your side wandering the island, occasionally bumping into the pirates you're fighting. There have been a couple of times where I was fighting this huge band of pirates, and all of a sudden these friendlies that basically showed up and jumped out of their cars because they saw me fighting and helping me out, taking people out. Now, as well as having a very alive world, kind of getting around the world is something that you're going to want to learn to get really good at. There's lots of ways to do that, but more importantly is learning where things are on the map. As you can see over here, as I pop up on the map, all this is like I see it. I've seen it before. How do I uncover a map like this? Well, that's what these giant radio towers for. Basically, the idea is these radio towers are being blocked by enemy pirates putting their own like blocking device or scrambling devices in it. So you're going to go around and you're supposed to go around and take out these scrambling devices, which will unlock maps, parts of the map for you to see, show you where treasure is on the map, as well as small missions you can do. Also unlocking guns to purchase at the stores. Of which money is kind of no object in this game, another kind of small complaint. As well as the fact that they unlock guns at the store is almost kind of ridiculous, because the guns themselves are pretty much given to you every time you do something significant. So I wouldn't be surprised if climbing this tower, a gun gets unlocked. But climbing this tower is one of the coolest things to do. It's a kind of a semi-platforming puzzle. As you go along, as the more towers you come across, the harder they are to climb. And they get this real sense of just, you get the sense of scale as far as this game goes when you do finally climb to the top, which we're going to do here. Once you get to the top, I wouldn't blame you if you did what I did and actually take a minute to just take everything in. We're now at the top, and you can really, these are literally made for you to just awe, but be careful, don't fall. Just look in awe at everything around you. And, you know, your camera kind of shakes a little bit like, whoa, the wind's blowing you. Very cool immersion technique. I like it a lot. We have this over here. Always a treasure thing at the top where you're going to get some money and some things to sell. And here's what you need to do. Every time you come up here, you just want to crack this. Almost like Assassin's Creed, where you need to sink yourself every time you get to a top. Here's the scrambling device. You can rip that out. You flip a couple switches. And done deal. It's going to give you a sweeping view of the area. Some ruins over there. Looks like we're going to want to go to. Downed World War II plane. And they will always give you a quick way down as well. So for us, it's a zip line. Is that... Yeah, that's an enemy pirate. We're going to have to take him out. Oh, he survived that shot? Are you kidding me? He's dead now. Here comes another pirate. He's looking up. Alright, we're gonna get out of here, because pirates are coming. I don't really want to fight them. I want to talk more about the game for you guys. So we're gonna jump on the zip line and get out of here. We ran out of sniper bullets anyway, so... Alright, and now a good escape. And here's a nice little side quest, actually. Is a delivery side quest, which we can... I'll show off. Oh! No! Get rid of him. Let's get out of here. You know, I'll show you a different side quest later. One of my favorite things ever, hang gliders. Really awesome. Good way to get around the map. And off we go. And we get out of here. So a good way to fast travel along the islands. Now there are ways to fast travel just by looking and using the map, which we'll take a look at here in a bit. But I've plenty of times screwed up the hang glider and died because of it, so let's try not to do that again. So while we're doing this, one of the cool things about the wildlife is that they've introduced this hunting mechanic where you hunt, you can skin. And in order to use, to craft a lot of the items that you need the skins of the animals you're hunting. And I'm going to show you the crafting system as soon as we land. So let's try to land this right now by getting really close to the ground, pulling up, and then we're going to hold E to exit the glider. Whoa! And we survived. Oh, he didn't notice that somehow. Let's get out of here. So we're going to crouch, we're going to hit escape, we're going to take a look at the crafting tab here. Crafting tab. So I can loot. I can make a new loot rucksack, which is basically just a bigger area to hold my loot. And the idea behind it, you just click on this, and I have the rugged one. Here's the heavy duty one. It requires 4 dingo pelts. We have 5, so we can craft it and whatever. So the next one is going to require 1 undying bear leather, which is going to be kind of crazy. Other things are going to require like you know, to make medicine stuff. We need leaves, certain different kinds of. We're going to craft a bunch here. We're going to craft 2. Basically different herbs we can come across that we can make. We can make medicine with it. We can make also hunting things that'll basically allow us to see animals through brush. All kinds of cool, neat little things. All kinds of things like throwable, which will higher grenade counts. Ammo pouches, which you need boar hide for. And all kinds of things. Now, it's kind of crazy the weird stuff you need, like dingo hides. Why do I need dingo hides to make bigger rucksacks? I don't know. The idea behind it is basically... Can I... Alright, there we go. I'm going to actually use the medicine here to heal up all the way. The idea behind it is just to have you, it forces you to go explore the island, look for different hunting grounds of which are marked on your map. And that's fine with me. I understand. It's just a means to an end to get the player to explore. Because a lot of players won't explore unless they're given a reason to do so. So I completely agree with that. I understand it. So one of the other things we're allowed to do, as I was saying, is to fast travel. Before we do that, I also noted there was an RPG element in the game. So we're going to hit that right now, and we're going to head back into the map as I crouch here, I think. Yep, here we go. And I should have stayed in here. We have the skills book. So, kind of like, and I think this is where the stupid comparison Machinima came up with for, it's like Skyrim with guns comes from. The only thing it has in common with Skyrim is that it's an open world, and there is a talent tree, kind of. So there are 3 different talent trees: the heron, the shark, and the spider. And you're very much going to go into all of them. As you can see, I have 4 skill points available right now. You unlock different skills as you do main missions along the game. All of them have all unique, cool things. So, for example, the heron is a lot with, like, accuracy. Along this way, right here, is where I want to go. It has a few things like death from above. So if I jump on top of an enemy, I'll automatically pull out my knife and kill him. We also have the next one, which is death from below. So I'm on a climbable ledge, I'm hanging there waiting, and I can just kill the guy from above, and I just grab him and pull him down. And then it goes into, like, dual death from above, dual death from below, gunslinger, takedown, steal an enemy's pistol, use a kill by nearby enemies, cool stuff like that. The shark has extra health, healing, faster healing, chain takedown, which I can't wait for that to get, grenade takedown, all cool. Some of the takedowns are some of the coolest ways to kill enemies. So it kind of has takedowns and health, and then the spider has things like, it looks like, the spider's like, okay, horticulture, I can harvest twice as many items from plants. Instead of just getting 1, I'll get 2. So it just doubles my increase of items gathered. Same thing with skinning. It has a penny pincher, which is more hidden money in chests. As well as it has better archery skills, which I don't have yet because I don't have a bow. Nimble fingers, jungle run, faster when crouched, all this stuff, ninja step. So, just the stealthy mechanics. So that's kind of the idea of the talent trees. You will definitely not choose one and go through just one. You'll be using all of them. So keep that in mind. You will never have to lock yourself into one. You're definitely going to end up using all of them. So I want to show you a few of the side missions. I'm definitely not going to show you the main story missions. Suffice to say that I'm loving the story of the story missions so far. I think it's a great story. The antagonist is freaking awesome. I'm trying to kill this, see what this guy gives me. I think we're just going to attract some pirates, so we're going to have to. Alright, we killed them, so let's kill off these pirates. Yeah, have a grenade, you assholes. Yeah, boom. Killed one, he went flying. We got a Uplay action that was completed. Don't even know what that means. Alright, we're gonna do this. Get a grenade back, and we're gonna get out of here. So, as you can see, obviously, somehow the car survived. We'll show car mechanics once we go out of here. So, let's see if we can find any sort of side missions. Let's take a look. So here's a fast travel place, the Manaki Outpost. We're close to it. Let's head over there. So you double click, you can just fast travel. Honestly, I don't use the fast travel that often because exploring the island is some of the coolest things that I've come across. I've come across gunfights. I've come across a guy with a broken down car that needed me to fix his car. Really cool, just random events that happen throughout the world. I highly suggest walking around because not only is the world beautiful and alive, it really feels alive with just the wildlife and everything, but random events that you could get you some experience, some cool kills, and some cool loot. Alright, so over here at every safe house that you could fast travel to, you'll have basically a place you could purchase things. We'll take a look at the store here. So, I'm going to quick sell everything. And this is all your random garbage loot that you don't need. The only things it will not sell are your herbs and your leather, which makes sense because you might be using them at some point. If you want to sell them, there's no quick way to sell them. You just have to double click it, and you hit OK. It's like that's the only way you can sell it. The store here has where you can buy guns, shotguns, ammo. What I'm going to end up doing here is going back towards my sniper rifle. And the one I use right here, you can customize and you can buy, like, I bought almost everything but the illuminated scope. We'll buy it, might as well just have it, but we're going to use the high-powered scope. Extended mag, all this stuff. You can also change the color if you really want. I actually like the regular look of most things, to be honest with you, so I don't really change it. Now, my gripe with this is I don't see the point of purchasing guns. And I think you've probably heard this a lot in other reviews, and I agree with them. Because as you play missions and as you do important things, they give you guns for free. For example, I never needed to buy the PKM. It was available to purchase at one point, but because I did some quests, it unlocked it for me and just gave it to me for free. Same thing with shotguns. I didn't need to buy this one. It just gave it to me because I did a quest. The only thing I think I've actually bought as far as guns go is a handgun, and I bought the Magnum because it was cheap, and it's the best Magnum you can have, and I carry it around with me at all times because it's awesome. I am going to actually just buy this out because I want it, and the red dot sight, I think we're going to attach this because I like it better, but I like to buy things and spend my money because my wallet kind of can max out fast. So the store, almost useless, I feel. I feel like it's pretty much borderline useless for me to really do anything with because they give you a lot of the stuff for free. Is that a big deal? Not particularly. It's actually fine. I don't mind so much. Now, I've heard some good and bad things about the car driving. I particularly actually kind of like it. It's kind of very immersive, the way they use it. So you can hop in here. And I've always liked the way the car mechanics have worked in the Far Cry series. And let's see if we can come across anything. It's first person. You can't change that. It's very rustic feeling kind of car. It's very real feeling, I think, is a word I'm looking for. And look at this guy. Let's see if we can help him. I don't know if I have the fix tool, but look at random quest. What do you need, buddy? Repair tool. I don't have a repair tool yet.
We will be safe again.
So I can't actually help him out. Unfortunately, I need to get a repair tool, and I don't know where to get one of those. So we're going to get back in our car. Unfortunately, going to have to ditch him. But what are you going to do? We'll see if we come across any cool side quests. There's other things in the world where, in Far Cry 2, there were enemy outposts of which you could take, attack them, get loot, and leave. The problem with them in Far Cry 2 was that, these are some pirates. We're going to hit these guys, I think. Oh, that was awesome. 10 experience for hitting them. The problem with Far Cry 2 is that the enemies would eventually respawn and the outposts would become theirs again. That's not the case in Far Cry 3. What actually happens is you take it over. Once you take it over, the enemies are kicked out and good guys move in and side quests are opened up, like hunting quests. Yeah, I love how they try to run off. Let's take a look in here. Actually, you can see some treasure in here. And I got a little bit banged up, as you can see from hitting those guys, but hey, what are you going to do? I will also tell you, be wary of water, because I can't tell you the number of times I've been yanked at by an alligator, by the leg, being pulled in, almost eaten alive. But we'll head back. Actually, there's some treasure in the middle of the marsh, it looks like. I'm telling you right now, I get sidetracked in this game insanely, an insane amount. So here we go. Half crumpled cigarettes, some treasure. Ugh. And here's some plants, as I was talking about. I think these are deer, which I definitely need to kill. I think I got it. Another one. Well, whatever. I think this is a deer. I need I think, weapon. Some weapon stuff. Small rocket pack? No, I don't want the rocket pack. I killed another one over here, didn't I? Yeah, I did. One of the cool things this game is doing is kind of exploring this character's dive into insanity. The problem, it's not, in my opinion, it's not very believable because, again, he just becomes a badass the minute you put a gun in his hand. And you can hear him when he's skinning the animal, how he hates it and he thinks it's absolutely disgusting. But I think it's, there's still some unique things in the storyline with just delving into him becoming like this kind of just douchebag rich boy to this kind of cold-blooded killer. And in many ways, it actually is, okay, I think we're coming across enemy outpost here. In many ways, I think it kind of just commentates on the player, on gaming itself. So I think, yeah, this is a pirate outpost. So if we take this out, which we're gonna do, and what I love about this game is it lets you do it any way you want. Is that so good guys will move in. Yep. Whoa, there's a guy right there. So we're gonna take out our camera here and try to mark enemies so we can see them at all times.
I'm getting bored now.
We got another one up there. Alright, we are in a bad spot, so let's move. What I'm going to want to do is cross the street, I think, and try to attack it from a different angle. So what I love about this game is it literally lets you play this game any way you want. Like I said earlier, I'm a stealthy player. I love stealth gameplay. I love being able to just kind of attack without being seen. Whoa. We have a car coming. This may actually throw a kink in the works. It could either be allies, which then will turn into a gun brawl, or it could be enemies, and it looks like actually it was enemies. So he actually went off to the side. which is going to be really good for us, because we're going to take him out without him being noticed. Alright, that's the goal anyway. We're going to try. We're going to stay in the brush. Now, the stealth is actually simple enough that it works, but pretty awesome in its implementation. You see, every time I'm about to be seen, you'll see this arrow start to fill up, as if it's full, if it fills up all the way, he sees you. We're going to do another rock throw.
Came from over there.
Oh, here they come. This is a problem. This is going to throw a kink in the works.
It sounded like something.
Alright, we are going to be alright to sneak up on this guy, I think. So what we're going to do is sneak up on him, take him out, and then drag his body back. And then once he's decent distance away, drop him. Alright, one down. So like I said, I'm a sneaky player. I like to be sneaky, and you get bonuses for being stealthy. But you can also play this game like a Call of Duty player, or, you know, what, just a Battlefield 3, just like a gunner, essentially. And play this game as you want, and just run in frickin' Rambo style and kill everybody. And the game will reward you for that as well. And that is awesome. You can literally play this game any way you want, and that is something the game toted and actually lives up to. I think we have another one over there that I can't... Yeah, there he is. So we have, what, at least 4 with a charger up top. We could probably kill the guy up top, but I think I want to... As you can see, that right there is an alarm. If we can get to the alarm and disable it, we'll be okay. There's also, I think, a caged animal in here, because it gave me the cue, shoot the cage to let animals free. And we can actually let the caged animal do a lot of the combat. But first we're going to disable this alarm, which I think we'll have no issues doing. No alarm. Without an alarm, they can't do too much. And I do hear some roaring, so I think there definitely is an animal somewhere. But where? If we could sneak up here, we could probably kill him from where we are. Let's see if we can look around. I think he's actually in there. Yeah, there's a cage. There's like a bamboo cage in there, I think. But if I go up there, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be seen. So I got to be careful. We'll try to sneak around. Yeah, there's a back entrance here that we could have used. I don't know if we'll be able to get this animal out without being seen, so that may not be possible. What we could probably do, though, is take him out, the charger. Yep. So if these guys even go over there to inspect, that's not a big deal because they have no idea. Yeah, they saw him go down. You can hear them saying, "Whose body is that?" Which is not, again, not a huge deal. We should be okay. And if we take this out without being detected, we'll be rewarded for it. So again, we don't want to fuck this up. Down he goes. This guy still has no idea. So we're going to let him go, and what we're going to try and do, we have one shot. Let's kill him off. And we should be able to kill this guy off now, no problem. And we killed him. Perfect. So, we did not get detected at all. Now the flag is going to get raised and we'll take over this area. So, like I said, in Far Cry 2, how the enemies would respawn and come back. And we got a huge bonus if we're not doing it undetected. But here come the allies. And they're going to come take over. So no enemy respawns. We actually take it over for ourselves. And we're going to be fine. Now, this bear we're going to probably end up killing. What is this? I have no idea what that was. I think it's in our inventory. but we got some ammo. But we got to be careful because this bear is going to kill us. So we're going to let this bear out and end up killing it. Oh! But since we have allies here, we should be okay. We're gonna come out here to the allies and heal up. Let the allies take care of the bear, and then heal the bear. Skin the bear, not eat the bear or heal it. Skin it.
To continue in the path of a warrior, you should take a look at the job of the
Bear skin. Perfect. So, bam, we have a fast travel location now. We unlocked a fast travel location, which is awesome. Let's climb up here real quick and loot these guys out. We can switch our weapons, which we don't want to do. And now we have a side quest, which I get to show off, and I think that'll be a good look at the game. Honestly, this game is awesome in all respects. This game is phenomenal. It has a few shortcomings with some easy gameplay, some repeated player, or should I say NPC chatter. But overall, I mean, those are just minor gripes in an otherwise amazing game. Nope. There we go. There we got that. So we'll go in here real quick just to get our ammo. And we can now fast travel here, which is nice. We have a med kit. We're going to heal up all the way. Loot up. Get a memory card, which are collectibles. And get some ammo. Let's buy some more sniper rifle ammo because that's what I use. Alright, we could do that. And now we're going to check what it's going to be. There we go. A side mission. And since it looks like it's a deer one, there's a hunting side mission. There's also ones to kill like pirates, like named pirates in a particular way, or you know, the supply running ones. There's races, all kinds of fun things to do. This one is a healer needs a rare blood Komodo carcass. Hunt one with a bow provided at the designated location. So we are going to head over to a particular area. It's not too far. We'll just use this car to get to the area quicker. And again, I love the way the cars handle in this game. I think it's awesome. Whoa! And we just ran into some pirates. We get out of here. Let's see if we can get out of here. Well, that was unexpected, but it looks like we're going to be okay. And since we're in a car and they are not, we'll be fine. Alright. We're actually here already, so let's just get out. And they're not going to be able to find us. So, and it looks like they came across our allies. There's some gunfire going on, so we'll switch out our, there we go. Our bow. So, now the goal is to find the rare blood Komodo dragon and kill it with a bow. I think I have the ability to use a syringe here. So let's take a look. Let's go back. Let's take a look at our syringes. I don't think it'll be in our loot. Won't be. Where can I find it? We probably have to make it, so let's hunting. We'll use it right here. So we're going to inject ourselves with a hunting one, which should give us the ability to help find this animal. Oh, that was animal repellent. That's unfortunate. Let's head back in there real quick and hunting. Hunter's instinct. So this is animals can be seen through scent. Also, timid animals will not flee when approached, which is nice. We can make one of these. We'll make it. And we'll just hit accept. Okay. And then we'll use it. So, jack ourselves in with this one. And there we go. So there's some Komodo dragons actually right there. And I'm not sure how good I'm going to be with the bow. Probably not very. That looks like a rare blood one. But I think we did it. I think that was the blood Komodo. Yeah, it was. So the other complaint I have is repeated animations. They look great, but they're very repeated. And that was easy. That was a nice easy one. Perfect. And then we get some money. Oh, there they come. Oh, get off. Get off. Let's get out of here. If I have to, I will use the sniper rifle now at this point, but we should be okay to get out. I think they don't really chase all that much. Once you kind of get out of that territory, they're okay. So there you go. And that's a side mission. Alright, I think I've shown off a good chunk of this game. Really, guys, I mean, if I want to talk about everything in this game, I would go on for hours it'd be impossible to cover everything.
Hey.
I mean, what are these guys stopping for? They need to talk to me about something? Or they just stopped because I was in the road? I think it was just because there was a bear over there. Gotta be careful. But anyway, this game is absolutely great in almost every respect. So go get this game. There's no question. If you're a shooter fan, open world fan, RPG fan, Far Cry 3 is everything Far Cry 1 and 2 wanted to be. And I can only imagine where they'll go from here. You get it on Steam, you could get it off of like Amazon.com, GameStop, you could download it directly from. You could even just go to a store and pick up a copy. Any system you get it for, it's going to look great. If you have the option and a computer powerful enough, get it on the PC. It is the superior product, but you're not gypping yourself if you get it on a console. It's great. It's absolutely great. So thank you so much for watching my impressions of Far Cry 3. I hope you enjoyed. I know I have, and I'll see you guys next time.